TenXGains show. Let's get right into another one. Today is Saturday, December 20th. XRP is at $1.92. Let's dive right into this video. We got a lot of news to go over today. Here's one from Chart Nerd about XRP, some technical analysis. He says this may just be the final paper hands purge before prime expansion kicks in. Institutions loading quietly while retail panics. Let's take a quick look at this video.
So we had the all-time high and then came back to this key level of support, which XRP was holding for quite a few, I would say quite a few weeks. Now, this formation was in fact a descending triangle pattern, which is a bearish top pattern. And it did have a breakdown target, from the creation of the triangle down to the neckline of support. And over the last couple of weeks, this is where XRP has come back to and initially met the descending triangle target. And as we speak, really and truly, is still holding in that territory target range. It hasn't actually lost or confirmed a loss of structure as of yet. Price is currently sitting at $1.91, which is the critical multi-month support that's been holding for the last 13 months within the deeper liquidity pocket. Now, once we actually fell down into the large wick in October, which came into the deeper liquidity pocket once again, this is where XRP then rallied back up into resistance of the previous triangle, which is what this hammer is. This basically means it was a previous level of support. XRP bounced back up for a few weeks into $2.70, met that previous support as resistance, and has now started forming a potential bullish falling wedge where it's caught between resistance and support. Now, right now, XRP is floating at the resistance, and it does look like over the next couple of weeks, if we get one final push down, we could come back into the October wick and the previous wick from April and initially fill in both of those wicks. And they currently sit roughly in the $1.55 territory. And if we can manage to fill in the wicks and actually get this sweep back down and hold the line, then this could be building the base for XRP where a potential low could form. So it looks very scary, but we haven't lost any critical structure. We do need to see ideally weekly closes above $1.93. If we get them, then the chances of pulling back to $1.55 might be asking for too much. But if we start sweeping any lower than $1.80, $1.55 is my next macro target to potentially mark the low.
Alrighty, so great technical analysis by Chart Nerd. And what he is saying here is we have not broken structure just yet. As you can see, we are holding the line 155, 150 range as his absolute bottom target to create a reversal pattern and move up from there. Currently sitting at around $1.90. It is possible we do go down a little bit lower. You can see the RSI compression here. You can also see just the momentum building up to a reversal. So great technical analysis from Chart Guy. Let's take it right into the next. We got increasing bags. I reposted this from Cryptos R Us. Their weekly RSI dropping to 33. Amazing. This hasn't happened too often, but when it does, it usually signals partially a reversal. The weekly RSI dropping to 33 signals that XRP is approaching oversold territory, a level where historically strong bounces often occur. Investors could be eyeing this as a potential buying opportunity. Watch these ranges closely. A significant bounce could be coming soon. So as you guys can see, as soon as we get into this 33 on the weekly RSI, this usually indicates bottoms. You know, we've come to it here. We did bounce, but ultimately we came back down back in 2020 to a low, a new low, when we re-met the 33 again, and then we had a nice run. Over here in 2022, you can see where we met the 33 RSI. We hung out there for a little bit, but ultimately we continued to move up. Right here in July of 2024, we hit that 33 RSI and then had a nice run up. And here we are at the 33 RSI. We could stay down here for a little while longer, but ultimately, guys, we are looking for a reversal back up. We've got from the Crypto Basic. Expert Egrag Crypto says this is the chart that takes XRP 1,321% to $27. And here it is right here. You can see right now, this was when XRP was at $1.83, but this is that macro chart all the way from inception, from XRP coming out way back from 2015, and you have to the current prices. This macro pattern that he has drawn with also this macro support. And as you can see, we are on macro support right now, and we would like to see a bounce. Major resistance up ahead is at 372, $9, and $27. Here's something interesting. Since from my friend Blondie, we got Bitcoin pumped 26,000% during the time the Quesarito was last available. Quite interesting. And right now, 12/17/25, 3 days ago, Taco Bell is bringing back the Quesarito for a limited time starting on the 18th, which was 2 days ago. Not saying that Bitcoin is going to do that. Its market cap is too high to even get those gains anymore. But could we see potentially a move up for Bitcoin and the rest of the markets? We'll have to see. I mean, what a weird coincidence there. We've got Jay Claver. He said that he's 99.9% sure XRP price will boom before the year ends. So we will have to see what happens there. Tesla says slowly then all at once. And I believe they're referring to XRP, believe it or not. Japan has reached, here's one from Robin Brooks. Japan has reached the end of the road. We talked about this in my last couple videos. It's trapped between rising yields and a fiscal crisis, or using the BOJ to keep artificially capped yields, which will send the yen into a depreciation spiral. Today's sharp fall in the yen is a sign of things to come. So ultimately, guys, we are looking at a major crash starting off in Japan and having a domino effect to the rest of the world. We've got XRP needs to secure the weekly close above $1.93 to remain inside its multi-month trading range. And if we take a look at the price right now, XRP currently at $1.92, having a slight bounce here, bouncing off this trend line, coming into resistance here at $1.98. If we do go to the monthly, what you can see is we've had multiple red months in a row. Our third red month in a row, although there still is another 2 weeks left of December, week and a half. But ultimately, guys, we're at $1.92 right now. We definitely need to pull up, and we don't want to close any lower than $1.80, that's for sure. As you can see, the monthly wicks have gone down to $1.80. It's stayed in this general range between $1.80 and roughly $1.95. So we're right in that range of support on the monthly time frame. So we definitely want to see XRP move up in the near term. Looking at the weekly, we do have a weekly close coming in tomorrow. I will keep you guys updated on how the weekly closes. But so far, looking at this weekly candle with a long tail to the downside, pulling up, as long as XRP continues to push up a little bit and we get that candle body close to the upside, even if we pull up a little bit more, this could be a hammer reversal candle on the weekly. So this is my first time seeing this. This could be a good reversal point, and I've been talking about this for a while. We've been in a downtrend on the weekly time frame since July. It's been about a 5 to 6 month downtrend. We are due for a reversal to the upside for some sort of relief to the upside. RSI is extremely oversold and has been oversold for a couple months now. And I would like to see this RSI cross bullish and also get a bullish reversal candle on the monthly to give us that signal for at least a decent move to the upside in the immediate short term. And then looking here from Majid, goodbye for the old bonds in Japan. 4 days left. This was on December 18th, so this is a couple days old. But we have right here from the first decider, 4 days after the death of my hero JB is the last chance to buy. Grandpa. Now, as I said before, Grandpa did not give me an exact name, but it's possible things are lining up correctly now. Grandpa was a man of metaphors. I'm just following his instructions. Bye for now. As said by the XRP insiders, this could mean the death of my hero JB. Could be the Japan bond. Japan's bond market basically becomes more attractive. Higher interest means investors earn more money on holding them. Old bonds lose value temporarily. Japan's bond market stays strong. Japan has one of the largest and most stable bond markets in the world, mostly owned by Japanese institutions. It's a policy shift. A 75 basis point hike signals Japan is normalizing, not breaking its bond system. It's bad for old bond prices, good for new bond yields, not a bond market killer. We'll have to see, guys. The old bonds in Japan are going to be gone. Japan increases their interest rate by 75 basis points. And ultimately, guys, they can only inflate the balloon for so long until it pops. So as much as they want to make it sound like it's a good thing or it's going to keep the markets propped up, at some point the bubble is going to burst and we will see the need for a liquidity solution, which is XRP. I'm going to cut it right there. I will keep you guys updated in the next one as we go over the weekly close tomorrow. I do appreciate every single one of you guys tuning in, subscribing to the channel, and liking the videos. And I will see you in the next one. Till next time.